My name is Chase West, and you know the project that we were assigned. I've been working with them for about 4 or 5 years. It started about 5 years ago when I saw a friend of mine in one of the esplanades near my house, begging for change. You could tell he was on drugs, he was homeless, and I've seen the homeless population increase in the West Houston, Katy area for many years now, but really seeing someone that I actually knew going through that, I found out that there was a group called Hope Impacts that works with Cross Point Community Church, and every Thursday we hold what's called a soups and showers. And every week, a different charitable group or company will basically provide food for all of the homeless people who show up to Cross Point Community Church. Because I mean, it's like one night out of the week that these people are treated like real people. They're not yelled at, they're not assaulted, they're not demeaned because of their financial status or even their mental status. There's a lady named Tina Yaker Hatchie who she's the one who created it. She used to be homeless herself, and she's done wonders in our community for the homeless community. Now, over this time, I've come to know a lot of these people, rather closely, and unfortunately, some of them have passed away due to extreme weather, due to encampments being, cut off, and just sometimes just due to violence. So the organization, like I said, we have different groups that come out. I'm also the vice president of the Greater Houston Lions Club. So we've actually come out and, brought food and served food to the homeless people there. And on every third Thursday, there's a group called Cuts that comes out and gives, all of the people that show up free haircuts. So not only does our homeless community receive, food, fellowship, entertainment. We also have a pantry in there that they're allowed to get a certain amount of rations until the next Thursday. They're allowed to use the church's showers and everything to clean themselves up. And then, like I said, we have the group that comes out and gives out free haircuts. I believe this is very important, whether you're Christian or not, to be a part of something like this in your community, because while it is a core principle of Christianity to help your fellow man, I think it's a core principle of just humanity. I didn't start working with them to get a pat on the back like, hey, oh, you're doing a great job. I did it because I wanted to help people, and this was one of the closest and easiest ways to actually physically get out there and help people. And our main goal at Hope Impacts is to eventually get them homed. Now, sometimes that takes mental health, some therapy. Sometimes it takes drug therapy, and sometimes it just takes time. We get donations all the time, which is great. We've run food drives, clothing drives. Tonight we had a good group. Some of my closer homeless friends were there. I'll be sprinkling some pictures in on this video. One of them, Jeff, he's the one making the goofy face. So I'll probably put his picture right after I say this. We cannot take video in there just because everyone has to consent. I'm only going to be sharing pictures. But anyway, that's what I did tonight. And because church is on Sunday, I couldn't really make it to a church service and turn this in on time. So hopefully that gives you a little insight on something that, I've just been doing for a long time that is heavily rooted in Christian principles. I feel very honored to be a part of this group and, to be able to help in the capacity that I am.